Koothbrand, we're a company that focuses on timeless goods and apparel. We're mostly known for our men's workwear shirts. They're classic. And I use larger collars, larger buttons, larger front pockets. It's all just to give it that classic aesthetic of the old school 1930s workwear. Workwear in the 1930s, 40s, the craftsmanship was there. It was made for a purpose. You know, it was made to last literally 100 years. And I was like, I'm gonna start creating things that will last hundreds of years. Hi, I'm Shayne Salinas, designer and founder of Koothbrand. These are some of my traditional workwear shirts. What I'm known for is a genuine cowhide leather work glove. I chose cowhide because it's more durable than deerskin, but it's still soft. This is a traditional baseball cap. Hand-cut bison TX for, of course, Texas. It's handmade. It's made the old school way, so all the fabrics and everything are the way they were made in the early 1900s. You don't see a lot of wool caps anymore. Babe Ruth would have wore a wool cap always. Koothbrand is aimed for like blue-collar workers, the weekend warriors that build motorcycles, build hot rods, people that like to get their hands dirty. My shirts are geared to be workwear, but they also are stylish and they're durable. I learned to sew in a home economics class in high school. My first project I ever sewed was a quilt. After high school, I did go to FIDM, which is the Fashion Institute, Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles, one of the top design schools in the country. Design school is really geared towards high-end women's wear. I always tried to make it more of a masculine vibe to the women's wear, and it was frowned upon. A lot of the stuff that I use now, I did not learn in design school. I learned a lot of sewing. I definitely took that away from school. I learned the business of fashion. Me and my roommate designed a company called Sovereignty, and it was more of like a graphic tee, hoodies, streetwear culture. I became more of like a graphic designer versus a designer, but it was a fun experience. I came back to Texas because I was getting married. You know, I was a married man now. I didn't want to streetwear, and you know, it just kind of outgrew it. I started then designing kind of workwear just slowly. I grew up down south near Freeport, Texas. It's like farms, ranches, chemical plants, and that's like my whole life. That's all I've ever known. My grandpa is a rancher, and I also work in the chemical plants, so I was just immersed in the workwear. I moved off to California, went to design school, and came back. So I knew I wanted to create items that meant something, not just clothing that you wear for a season and then you put in the back of the closet. And I was like, workwear is definitely where it's gonna be. 2014 is when I actually launched Koothbrand. My shirts are really seriously built to last 100 years. Heavy denims, raw denim. They're all hand sewn on a single stitch sewing machine. Koothbrand it's a passion project as well as just a company that I own.